Croatia. We have just boarded our med sailors boat and we are just about to head into town and grab a few supplies, a little bit to eat, a little bit to drink for our journey today. But we've literally just got on our boat, we've been shown the rooms, we haven't met the other guys yet that we're sharing the boat with. There's 8 of us in total on the boat today, so looking forward to meeting everyone. But before they get here, I thought I'd just quickly show you around the boat before it gets a little bit crowded. So up here is like the main deck where I think we'll be spending most of our time, kind of chilling, sunbathing. So we've got a really big spacious deck up here. And then I think a lot of the sunbathing will be going on over there, which is the bow of the boat. We've got the steering wheels down there. So we're just at the port at Split at the moment. Yeah, as I said, we're setting sail soon. And then down here, it really opens up into our big area. So here's the little kitchen area. Charlie's in our room unpacking. How's it looking, Chaz?
It's looking good. It's
looking good.
Cozy.
We've got another little bedroom in there. Here's our bathroom. Got a shower, got the sink, got a mirror, good, and we got the toilet. Here's our skipper, Adam, say hello.
Hey.
How's it going? And then we've got our big table where we'll all have our dinner later. And then we've got another bedroom down here. This is under the bow of the boat. Got another bedroom in that room there, and a little bathroom. So Charlie and I are just gonna quickly unpack, and then we're hitting the water. Okay, so I've just come to the front of the boat. We've just left the main harbour in Split and we're just talking to the guys about our itinerary. So as I mentioned, we are on a boat with Med Sailors, and that's a company that does tours around Greece, Turkey and Croatia on these boats. You can come with a group of friends, but on this trip it's just Charlie and myself, and we've got a really lovely bunch of people on our boat as well who you'll see in upcoming clips. But the itinerary is quite flexible, and I'm going to be using a guidebook from Marco Polo to kind of decide on what we do when we get to each of the islands. So we know a few places that we're definitely going to be going to on the Med Sailors itinerary, including Hvar, Split, and a few that I can't remember the names of, but you'll see very, very soon. And inside this book it's got loads of tips on places that we can go when we get to the islands. So for example, there's a huge section on Hvar with restaurant suggestions and even like really handy things. Like before I came, it was telling me about the plug socket adapters. There's a really practical section in the back telling you things like that, and also the weather, that it should be this time of year, and so far it's got it pretty spot on. In fact, it actually says in the book that the best way to explore the Croatian islands is by island hopping on a boat, so I think we are definitely doing it the right way around, coming out here with Med Sailors. So the book also has this practicalities section at the back here, which tells you the kind of things that you need, whether or not you need a visa, travel insurance, driving license, that kind of thing, when to go. And what I found particularly useful was also that it let us know what kind of electricity they had here, and things you don't even think about, like how much tips to give in restaurants and in taxis, so that's going to come in really, really handy. So we're going to be making the most of the itinerary that Med Sailors have given us, and also using my Marco Polo book to be a really, really fun few days, and I'm excited to vlog it and share it with you guys. So we've now come to an island called Vis, which is one of the closest islands to Hvar. It was a little bit cloudy this morning, but we sailed from, what was the place we were at this morning called? Do you remember?
Ooh,
like
I can't
Splot
pronounce
or something.
it. Yeah, I don't know.
Something like that.
Not Splot. Splot.
No, it definitely wasn't the Splot. But yeah, it was about a 3-hour boat ride, even though the islands look really, really close together. I think our boat goes 6 miles an hour. Yeah, so it took quite a long time. Well. Yeah, exactly. We're using the wind, weren't we?
Exactly, being more real life.
Keeping it real. So yeah, we were sailing for about 3 hours. We did manage to get a bit of a nap in the sun, and the sun has come out again now, which is wonderful. And we are just exploring the old town of Vis. Charlie's just had a little dunk, just taking some photos. So we're just trying to catch up with the gang now, the rest of the guys on our boat, to explore the town. We have just pulled up to Korcula, which according to my little book is a town which stands proudly on the peninsula, and its Venetian walls make it look like a miniature version of Dubrovnik, which is really good because we're now actually visiting Dubrovnik on this trip. Although having read lots about it, I think it's definitely going to be somewhere to add to our bucket list. So we're going to be heading to the old town, which kind of sounds like the best place to spend the rest of the afternoon. It says that there's lots of areas for walking around, the outer walls. You can have a really good view of the sunset from the peninsula. So I think that's where we're going to aim for, and it's probably going to take us about 45 minutes, and we're going to get a bus there from our little harbour. One place that we're definitely going to be heading to is the Massimo cocktail bar, which comes highly recommended. It says that it's a really great place for watching the sunset and having an aperitif overlooking the sea walls, and there's also a little photo here which makes it look as though it's on a tower, so that should be quite interesting. So we're going to make that one of our destinations and then find somewhere lovely to have some dinner as well. Also interestingly in Korcula is the Marco Polo house, and of course this is the Marco Polo book, so I'm definitely going to pay a visit to the Marco Polo house, and that is apparently the birthplace of the Venetian traveller, and you can climb to the top of the tower there to have a view of his house.
We're going here.
So we've just woken up in our little cabins, and we are in Hvar this morning. So Adam woke up at about 5:30 and was sailing the boat from where we were last night to Hvar. So it's nice that we've got to wake up in a new destination today. So I've been doing a little bit of reading about Hvar, and apparently it's one of the most appealing of all the Adriatic islands, so that's a good start. Blessed with a mild climate, covered in vineyards and lavender fields, so I think there's going to be quite a lot of exploring to do here. We have just pulled up to the Paklani Islands, which in the book it says are an emerald green chain of islets just offshore with lots of pebble beaches, so that's a really nice place for us to spend the day. One of the great things about the book is that it has these little insider info tips, so things that maybe like a local would tell you, which is really handy. So for Hvar it says that there's this place called Stari Grad Plain, probably said that completely wrong, which is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, and that is to the east of town, and there's some pebble beaches and coves there which are much less developed, and I think we're quite near there now. So Charlie and I are just going to have some breakfast, and then we're going to head here looking out for these isolated beaches, because that sounds like the kind of place where we want to spend our day. Marco Polo guide suggested that the best way to arrive at Hvar itself was by boat, so we took the water taxi from where we were moored up earlier to Hvar itself, which is actually a separate part of land to where we were moored up and spent the day today. So we've just arrived and it's still that really beautiful kind of evening light. It's really looking very gorgeous. And where are we heading off to now, darling?
It's difficult to pronounce. Trig Svetog Stechipana. I don't even know. Basically a piazza, which sounds really nice, Venetian style piazza. Hence the Romans in the background.
Oh yeah, look at these guys.
Romans in Croatia.
So let's go. Our way to the piazza where hopefully we're going to have some dinner, and we came across this lady who is making portraits of dogs. She's painting dog portraits, and seeing as it's Dexter's birthday next week, we thought we couldn't resist, so we're just trying to find a really nice photo, and we're going to get our little man put into a portrait. So we found a lovely little restaurant down one of the side streets, and we're both feeling like we're going to have a little bit of meat for dinner tonight because we had seafood and pasta at lunchtime. And I've been reading in my little guidebook about what are good meals to have in Croatia, and it says that Croatians are particularly good at doing charcoal grilled steak, and Charlie and I both absolutely love a good steak, so that's what we both ordered. So what's been your favourite meal of the trip, darling?
Probably squid. Squid for lunch today.
From today?
Yeah.
What was so nice about it?
This is fresh. You don't get fresh squid in London.
Yeah.
So it was, yeah, it was awesome. Really,
Sounds
really nice.
really good. I was reading how it says that classic Dalmatian, is that right, Dalmatian? Cuisine focuses on plainly cooked fresh fish caught locally in the Adriatic. So yours is probably cooked.
And
literally,
fresh.
yeah.
Fresher than Billingsgate. Fresher than Billingsgate, which is quite good.
Sounds good.
And steak tonight, so it's been a good day for food. Not a good day for the owls, which are disappearing.
Had a really lovely dinner. Did you enjoy your steak, darling?
It was epic.
It was delicious, and we now have our Dexter painting. Our little boy has been immortalised. It is so good. I just showed you a clip.
I can't believe how good it was.
So good. This lady was incredible, and now we're about to meet the rest of the guys for a couple of drinks, but we're just having a look down a few of the local markets beforehand. We departed from Hvar early this morning and we spent the whole day sailing. It's been a really nice day, beautiful weather, and Charlie and I have just been sunbathing at the back of the boat down here and up on the main deck up there. Probably took us about 4 hours sailing. We stopped about an hour ago to have some really nice lunch. So it's a really quiet cove. I don't think it's in any of the guidebooks that we've been reading, but we're going to stop here for dinner and stay the night here, and at the moment I think we're just going to get the paddleboard out, have a bit of fun. Good morning! So today on our agenda we are going to Stari Grad, which according to my booklet is the largest settlement on Hvar, founded by Greek settlers from Paros in the 4th century BC. It's basically the old town, so it should be really, really beautiful. We're going to do a little bit of wine tasting, and we're also, thank you, we're also going to be doing a paka, which is a local kind of Croatian barbecue with some lamb, some fish, and I think it's probably going to take us about 3 hours to sail there. So we're setting sail now, bright and early. We've had breakfast. It's 32 degrees already, and it's only 9 o'clock in the morning, so it's going to be a good day. Okay, so we've just stopped off for lunch on one of the little coves on the island of Hvar. So we've reached the island already, but we've got another, I'd say, 40 minutes or so of sailing until we get to the place where we're actually stopping for the evening. But we found a gorgeous little cove, and we're just going to have a little swim, and we've stopped the boat here to have some lunch. But I really quickly have to just tell you about the most ridiculous thing that just happened. So I've been reading this book called The Secret, and it's all about how if you think positively about things and really believe in the things that you're thinking about, the universe will somehow make it happen. And I'm always a tad skeptical, so I decided to put it to the test in a way that the book recommended. So yesterday I thought I'd really like to see some dolphins on this trip, today or tomorrow, that being yesterday. And the book said to really visualize it, like imagine that it's actually happening, so picture it in your head and really believe it, and then let the universe do its thing. Don't visualize how it's going to happen, just believe that it will happen. So I did that. I followed everything that the book said, and about half an hour ago I said to Charlie, I was like, don't think anything negative, just believe that this is going to happen. And then, as you just saw by the previous clip, it happened. So we're all feeling very goosebumpy and fully believing that this book works, and I'm thinking I might actually do like a video about not just this, but you know, positivity and all that kind of thing. So let me know if that's something that you'd want to see. But anyway, I'm gonna go paddleboarding and paddling because we are absolutely roasting. It's about 32 degrees right now, so I'll see you in a bit.
We might not know why, we might not know how, but baby tonight we're beautiful now. We'll light up the sky, we'll open the clouds, 'cause baby tonight we're beautiful now. We're beautiful. We're beautiful. Don't let your head hang low. You've seen the darkest skies, I know. Let your heart run dry like horses in the wild. So take my hand and home we'll go.
So it is our final evening with Med Sailors. Charlie and I have one more night here in Croatia after tonight, but it's our final evening with Med Sailors. So we pulled up into the port of Stari Grad, which is here on Hvar, a few hours ago, and we've had a really nice afternoon just exploring. We went to a beach and did a bit more sunbathing, feeling quite bronzed now. The rest of the gang have gone to a farm nearby to do some wine tasting, but Charlie and I aren't drinking too much at the moment, so we're just staying in the town. Don't know if they were talking to me or not, awkward. Yeah, so we're just staying in the town tonight, and we're currently on the lookout for a restaurant and somewhere to shoot some outfit photos for Charlie's Instagram, aren't we, darling? Yes. So yes, hopefully we'll find somewhere lovely to have dinner and take some photos. So let's go.
There's a gleam ray of the light when I close my eyes. Got the key to my heart, I'll be there through the darkest nights. Every part of you is a part of me. To this day, all I've done, all I did was all for you.
disembarked the boat and have said goodbye to our gang. It was a really emotional goodbye actually. Spend 5 days with these people and really get to know everybody, so it's quite sad saying goodbye to everyone. And sad saying goodbye to Adam as well. He was such a good skipper. He was always so on the ball, leaving super early, so he had loads of time at sea. Just really sensible and a really good laugh as well. So if anyone does med sailors, then definitely request Adam as your skipper, because honestly he was so good. Miss you already, Adam. But yeah, it's the next day now. We left the boat yesterday. I didn't vlog yesterday though because I wasn't feeling too well. I think I got too much sun. I was feeling a little bit heat strokey. I got a bit of a headache, had like tummy cramps. It wasn't very nice. I didn't really want to vlog. But we went into Tregear, which is where we were staying. We got an apartment for the last night. Had a nice pizza and then had an early night because, as I said, I wasn't feeling too well. We're at the airport now, about to head back, but it's been such a good trip. I've really loved Croatia so much more than I thought I would, and doing it with med sailors was such a great way of seeing all the islands. I think we definitely did it the right way round. We want to come back and do Dubrovnik. I've read so much in my book about how many amazing things there are to see in Dubrovnik, and also in Split itself, because we are flying from Split, but we haven't got to spend that much time here. So I'm going to be using my Marco Polo guide as a bit of a checklist and hopefully come back to Dubrovnik and Split before too long. But yeah, hope you guys have enjoyed this vlog and have enjoyed exploring Croatia with me, and I'll see you on my next trip, which is very soon. So bye!